6. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Fields steps away to his left. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On first down, Clinton, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward. Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Clinton. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. 7, Bears nothing. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the move to his left. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields out to his left. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing again is Fields. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Clinton down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Bears nothing.
Working with his 2nd and 4. To throw is Fields.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And some room to work. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And we see here on the next-gen stats, he was able to take that nearly 60 yards after the catch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a third, well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Swift will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Play action. It's Fields.
Steps away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulder.
Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Lions 21, Bears 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit.
CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And by far, the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him. And the defense knew they needed to slow him down. Yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take
touchdown! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Lions 28, Bears 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
A dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off right around the 43. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
The score, Lions 56, Bears 21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
202 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from 24 yards out.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
63. Bears 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they...
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
70. Bears 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
First down, Chicago.
Fields on first down.
Forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Simon. A gain of 6 there on first.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37.
From the gun, here's Fields.
catch is made by Hardman. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 3-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift.
And some room to run now. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll run here with Swift.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That is caught. It's Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Makes the score Lions 77. Bears 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll buy some time right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap, Fields. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more pass. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Finding some room at midfield. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would